All good.
Alright, my name is Gansbaai and I am a seabird ranger here on Dyer Island Nature Reserve, which is located about 8 to 10 kilometers from Gansbaai Harbour. So yeah, basically I'm an avid conservationist. I'm someone who's very passionate about working in the natural environment. Yeah, African penguins, they are critically endangered unfortunately, so the population numbers have declined considerably over the last 50 to 60 years. So yeah, basically we work a lot, we have a lot of resources, a lot of time, energy invested in sort of establishing stability amongst the African penguin population. So yeah, they are very resilient species. In my opinion, they've been going through a lot, whether it's predation, whether it's the distance they have to travel to get their food supply, resistance from the fishing industry, oil spills, etc. So they are very resilient species, and yeah, they're one of our tougher seabirds. This is their natural habitat, so they spend about 12 hours in the water and 12 hours on land, and they've got specialized fur or feathers rather to sort of waterproofing, assisting them staying longer in the water. And they basically feed on sardines mainly, and yeah, so they're basically one of our priority species here on Dyer Island Nature Reserve. They are one of our measures that we put in place to sort of fight the whole guano harvesting, which happened many years ago. So guano was actually used as a fertilizer, and the penguins needed that guano to sort of help with the burrowing of their nests. They used that, and the burrows that were in the guano was very, very important for them. It was crucial, and it also assisted in sort of like protecting them from predation, from predatory species and so forth. So the nests are a measure that we put in place. The nests actually help with protecting them from predators. They stay relatively cool in warm temperatures, and it's basically just a bit of shelter to assist with the harsh conditions that the island can have, especially with the winter months, heavy rainfall. This place is typically known for winter rainfall, so there's a lot of work that has been put into this nest program in basically aiding the penguin population, and we have well over 300 nests on the island. So the breeding season started in the middle of February, and it will go on up until around about September, end of September, early October. So yeah, basically the penguins are breeding at the moment, so you'll see a lot of them in their nests. So they basically work on the co-parenting system. So one parent would go out to basically forage for food, or basically just look out for food, and then the other parent would basically spend their time in the nests with the eggs or with the chicks, just basically looking after them and nurturing them and ensuring that they work on that co-parenting system, and they work on the whole teamwork system. So at the moment we have quite a lot of penguins that have been receiving chicks. So yeah, so it's looking positive at the moment. We're still relatively early into our breeding season, but the signs are there that it's going to be a successful breeding season. Alright, so from a very early age, I've been passionate about conservation. I was fortunate enough to be exposed to wildlife from the age of 9 years old. So basically visited a place near Mossel Bay, which is where I'm from. So basically there were tigers there were lions, there were cheetahs, there were snakes, there were just basically a wide variety of biodiversity in that area, and I was fortunate enough to go there, and that experience definitely changed my life and shaped my life. I'm also someone who's been passionate about biology, sort of understanding why things work the way they do. So even at school, I was very passionate about biology. I was very curious, just a curious person, and sort of trying to do something that's just something different. So yeah, that's basically what brought me to conservation and working on a place as beautiful as the Island Nature Reserve.